Good morning, everyone, and happy Saturday. If this is your first time watching, my name's Jennifer. I'm a mindset and habit coach. I come to you every Saturday with a tip that you can do starting today to make you happier, healthier, and live with more purpose. So today I'm going to be sharing with you the difference between emotions and feelings because they're not the same. There are differences and why it's important to understand that and how you can use that to your benefit. And then before we jump into that, I want to share next week I'm going to be doing something a little different. I'm actually going to be interviewing a guest speaker, and she's going to be talking about manifestation and how you do it, tips on how to do it, and it's going to be a really fun interview because I'm actually I don't know that much about manifestation, and she's like an expert. She's a metamorphosis coach, so I'm super excited to bring her to you. And that will actually be on my business page because it's much easier to go live join together on that. So if you would like, I'll be sharing the event that you can get all the information for, but if you would like to watch that one next week, it's going to be at noon rather than 10, and it's going to be over there. So go over to my business page, Jennifer Merchant Mindset and Habit Coach, and like it, and then you can watch it live and ask any questions that you might have while we're talking. So I'm super excited, and that's a new thing that I'm bringing, and I'm going to try to do like a guest interview or bring someone who's an expert on something that I don't know that much about to you at least once a month. So I'm excited for that, and I hope you join me. So for today, like I said, I'll be talking about the difference between emotions and feelings, and it's kind of like a complicated topic, so I'm just going to do like a brief overview of things that you need to know to start, and then you can dig in it deeper if it interests you. But so an emotion is emotions and feelings, we usually use the two words interchangeably, but they're not the same thing. So emotion only lasts for 90 seconds. Like any emotion that you feel, it only lasts for 90 seconds. Anything that you feel after that is a feeling. So feelings can last indefinitely. Emotions are like the innate physical response. They're pretty universal for everyone. Emotions are there's six emotions that are universally known as emotions. If you go, they're also like facial expressions. You can go to any country, any language, anything, everyone, babies, everyone is going to have the same facial expressions related to these emotions. They're innate. As humans, we have them. That's how they are. They last for 90 seconds. They are fear, anger, disgust, happiness, sadness, and surprise. So those are the six universal emotions. Feelings, on the other hand, are your neurological response. So it's like your brain. It uses interpretations from your past or from memories or your thoughts or all of your subconscious ways that are in your brain are what affect your feelings. And they're based off of the meaning that you assign to any event. And all events everywhere are all neutral. They become until you put a judgment on them. So anything that happens is just an event. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that it's not going to make anyone feel exactly the same unless those emotions will last 90 seconds. It only creates feelings once you connect a meaning to that event. And then your thoughts you'll think about the meaning and how you're interpreting it, and that creates feelings. So that's really important to understand, because that means that you can control your feelings, right? So basically, your feelings, it's kind of a cycle and it's kind of complicated, so I'm going to try to explain this the best that I can. But your emotions for 90 seconds, you have from your past, like I said, your past experience, your thoughts, everything that is you have kind of ingrained feelings connected to those emotions. So you feel emotion, something makes you scared, and then you have the feelings tied to that emotion that you start to feel because you are remembering that you were feeling scared and you're thinking about it. So feelings that could come up might be worry or anxious or things of that nature. So you can do it both ways, or you can also feel something, because if you just think about something, you can feel something, and then you start to feel these feelings, and then it causes an emotion to occur. and then the 90-second thing comes. So it can end up getting into like a spiral, you know, something happens that makes you upset, and then you're feeling, or it makes you sad, and then your feelings make you just like, it's drawn out, and then it makes you sad again, and then it's drawn out, and then it makes you sad. So that's why it's important to understand and like change your feeling to response to the emotion, because that way you don't get into the cycle anymore. So you want to be able to set your intention of what feelings you want to have when any emotion occurs. So for an example, something could happen to me that scares me. Well, fear. So fear, something like, say, going skydiving is universally scary. Everyone is going to have some type of fear around that. But our feelings are like how it affects us differently. So for me, skydiving does not sound fun to me. It sounds like I would not do that, and like it just sounds terrible. For somebody else, it would excite them and they want to do it because it's exciting. It's the same emotion, it's still fear, but I'm interpreting as I shouldn't do it and it's dangerous. And someone else is going to interpret it as those emotions that you're getting are exciting and they want to do it. So it's just like the meaning that you put to it. And then in another sense, like someone could do something to me that makes me upset because it's my interpretation, but the same thing could happen to somebody else and it won't even affect them because they don't have the same meanings and interpretations. So that's like kind of interesting to understand because we only live in our own heads, right? So when you only live in your own head, you think that everybody else thinks the same way as you, and like something that makes me upset is going to make anyone upset. Well, that's not the case. So it's interesting to see like the things that you tell yourself and how your past like kind of influences that. So basically, the point of this video is that once you understand the difference between emotions and feelings, you can use that to kind of change how you react to certain things. So if you don't want to feel anxious, or you don't want to worry all the time, or you want to feel happier, or things of that nature, then when you feel certain emotions that you're going to feel, you can't change that. They're innate. Like I said, when you feel them, you have to attach like certain feelings that you want to feel after. Like so right now when I feel scared of something, then like I don't do it. Like I interpret every time that I feel scared that it is bad, it's dangerous, I shouldn't do it, I need to stay away from it. That's something that like is personal for me, but I can change that, and the next time I feel scared about something, I just have to tell myself, no, this is like okay, like thank you for telling me that to be aware of the situation, but I'm going to say that I'm excited. And the more you do that, it'll be hard at first, but the more you do it, you can rewire your brain to connect different things to those emotions, and then over time it will be completely changed. So basically, the first part of today is to understand the difference between emotions and feelings. Second is to set your intentions around your feelings, like what do you want to feel more of, and what do you not want to feel, and then like see how you can change that in regards to your innate emotions that you feel. And then 3, I talked about this in a previous episode also, so like you could check that out, but how you can use your memories to influence your current emotions. Like if you think back to a happy time, that like since your feelings are created from thoughts and memories and all of those things, you can influence that, and you can think back to a past time that made you happy, and it will make you happy and you will feel happy. So you can do that anytime you need it or want to change how you're feeling. Just like use your memories to think of a time where you felt a certain way that you want to feel now, and it will actually make you feel like that. And then just be aware of the connections that you're making and like why you're feeling a certain way and like what's influencing those, because then you can change them. So that's my video for today. It's kind of like complicated topic, so I hope I did it justice, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. And make sure you check out my training next week with Leslie Hood, Metamorphosis Coach on Manifestation. Have a great week.